You're watching the Discovery Channel.
When GE Plastics told us they had the next step in bullet-resistant windows, we invited the LA SWAT team to come in and bring in their best stuff.
That's interesting stuff.
Where else can you get paid to trash a laptop?
This is where it all happens.
Have you dropped them, froze them?
Baked them, and spilled coffee on them.
Hi, we're Paul and Phil. We got a better way to clean up your yard.
And a faster way to cook your food. More home stuff with the answer, guys. This would be the yard thing.
Clint Eastwood wore probably the ultimate bulletproof vest in his movie Fistful of Dollars. Hi, I'm Richard Hart. Welcome to the next step in technology. Clint hung a metal plate around his neck, a bit impractical. As it turns out, probably the lightest, most durable and comfortable material that'll stop the worst thing the bad guys can shoot at you is not metal at all. If you were facing this firing squad, behind what would you run for cover? Concrete, steel, plastic, plastic? You would if it were this plastic. Not only do they claim it's bullet resistant, but riot resistant too. When GE Plastics told us they had the next step in bullet-resistant windows, we invited the LA SWAT team to come in and bring in their best stuff.
Yeah, if it can be broke, we'll break it.
Accustomed to gaining entry into any structure, they came prepared. They chose their weapons carefully: axe, sledgehammer, blowtorch, and Larry.
Larry goes after it like it insulted his mother or something.
The material is called Lexgard. It's 250 times stronger than glass. A chemist working with polymers in the 70s mixed some materials together and forgot them in a beaker overnight.
The next day when he came into the facility, he went to remove the stirring rod, and he couldn't. The material was crystal clear, looked like water, but was hard. Not knowing how to use the material or what its applications were, started using it to loosen things in the lab, almost as a hammer.
All right, ready with an attack? Who's coming in?
Years later, their lab hammer is resisting hammers and blowtorches and axes and just about anything else you could throw at it. It's showing up in prisons, courtrooms, schoolyards, and embassies.
This type of glass will stop just about anything anybody could muster from inside the jail cells.
Lexgard gets its strength by laminating layers of the polycarbonate together. The secret is the glue sheet, strong enough to keep the layers together, but designed to separate under an attack and dissipate the energy. Glass layers can be added for abrasion resistance.
It's weakening, Mike.
That's pretty good.
This is the worst. I didn't even think it's phasing it.
Although Larry finally manages to slice through with his axe, it's not considered failure. Rated by Underwriters Laboratories, failure, by definition, is human penetration.
Until a hole is developed large enough to pass an 8-inch by 8-inch by 5-inch block through it. That size hole is considered large enough for a greased human body to get through.
So what did our SWAT guys think?
Well, we're not going to try to beat on it with clubs and axes, that's for sure.
Okay, guys, we'll give you another chance. Here's where they brought in the heavy artillery.
This is going to go. This is going to go. This one won't. After we do the 344 magnums, we're going to try to drop 644 magnums right on top of each other in this material.
Fire in the hole.
The first two panels are bullet-resistant glass and acrylic, competing products. They held up under the smaller caliber weapons, but the only one that took the heat, all the heat, was the Lexgard.
Seems like it just gets the lead from the round and just mushes it out.
Firing! Nice hot!
It's impressive. It's interesting stuff.
As the material absorbs the bullet, the layers delaminate, dispersing the bullet's force sideways instead of through. It takes all the strength the bullet can muster even to get this deep.
Okay.
After going at it with everything they had, they finally gave in and pulled out the sub. Not that sub, this sub.
Good shooter form now.
So I was pretty impressed. It was 60 rounds of 9mm submachine gun ammo, and withstand the glass held up pretty well. I think this is what they need on the face of a watch. You know, they don't get a scratch all the time. You know?
One important feature of Lexgard is that shots don't merely ricochet off, possibly to hit somebody, but nearly all of the bullet material is absorbed in the plastic. The next step is to make a version flexible and comfortable enough to wear as a vest. That's it for now. I'm Richard Hart. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you on the next step.
Coming up next on the Discovery Channel, hackers crack computer codes and commit crimes on Hack Attack. Then, join a sisterhood in the Hyena Society as they hunt and kill on fangs. Explore your world.